Hey everyone, so today I'm going to rank all 9 Texas Chainsaw movies from the worst to the best. So let's go. In last place, without a doubt in my mind, is going to be Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I could not stand this one. I hated it. Like, I will probably never watch that again. It's so slow paced and boring that like I had to turn it off a couple times. I almost fell asleep. But yeah, I didn't enjoy this one at all. I'm pretty disappointed that this is a part of the franchise. Yeah, Leatherface. I didn't like his mask in this one or in the second one, which we'll get to in a minute. It just wasn't. It wasn't as full as the other ones are, and I like the full mask, like where it covers his whole face. For a franchise that is as loved as Texas Chainsaw is, this movie just falls short. I didn't enjoy it, so last place is going to be Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. In 8th place is going to be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Another one that I really hated a lot. Yeah, after the bottom 2, there's not a Texas Chainsaw movie that I hated. So yeah, I did enjoy this one more than I did the third one, at least. I just didn't like, again, that his mask wasn't complete, and the pacing in this movie was real slow, and it just wasn't very good writing. They just didn't have very much to work with on this one. This one was probably the biggest waste of money out of all of them. This one and the third one. That I didn't enjoy it very much. I'm just now getting to the point where I'm watching all these films for this channel. But yeah, 8th place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. In 7th place, and this might surprise a few people, is going to be the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know. I've always loved the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but after seeing all the other ones, I kind of just, I don't know. I always did think that. Sorry. I always did think that the first one was kind of overrated. But, yeah. Basically, I grew up with the 2003 remake. So that one's the one that'll really be up there. But, yeah, this one, it was just a little too slow paced for me and a little too boring. So, and to have started a franchise like it did, I'm honestly kind of impressed that so many people like this one. But yeah, 7th place is going to be the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In 6th place is going to be Leatherface from 2017. This one was just more boring than all the others. I didn't enjoy it as much as the rest of them. But, I will say that it probably is better than some of the others on the list. This is just my personal opinion. Because I enjoyed the reveal that the skinny guy was Leatherface, because it took into account how long it would take for him to bulk up, and it would, like, he's not going to start out being a brute, like, he's not going to start out his life being huge like that. And I enjoyed that this movie took that proper beat to show, like, how he's going to grow into that. But other than that, it was kind of boring, slow pace. So 7th place is going to be Leatherface, the remake, or I guess the prequel to the original. So, alright, in 5th place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. This is the one that Matthew McConaughey was in. I highly, highly enjoyed this movie. It was just the competition that it had with the rest of the franchise that brought it down for me. I I love all the rest of these movies. Like, all the rest of these movies are at least an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. I like seeing Matthew McConaughey in a horror movie. I don't think it's very common that he does horror movies, so I love seeing that when somebody that doesn't traditionally do horror turns around and does it. And I mean, Renee Zellweger, she's done a couple of horror movies, and I enjoyed this one a lot. This is the only one where I actually knew who any of the actors were, so that kind of brought it up a little bit. So in 5th place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. In 4th place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, which is the prequel to the remake. Like I said, I love all the rest of these movies that are on this list. It's just that the other ones I think were better. I really enjoyed this one. I really like Arlie Ermey in these movies as the sheriff. I think he's like the perfect Sawyer blood, or Hewitt in this one, I guess. But yeah, I liked Jordana Brewster being in this one as well. I always enjoy that. Before this, I had only ever seen her in the Fast and Furious franchise. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It felt like a return to form for me. Like, the remake and the prequel to the remake really felt like a return to form for me, because, like, the franchise had gone wildly different in the past few movies, and I liked that return to form. So in 4th place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. In 3rd place is going to be Texas Chainsaw 3D. This one was a lot of fun. It's just not as good as the rest of them. I enjoyed seeing Scott Eastwood in this franchise. I always enjoy that. Like I said, another non-typical horror actor doing a horror movie. Yeah, this one was a lot of fun. It was really interesting to see him have his family is the one that he's going after with his chainsaw. I don't get the hate for this one out of the series. I've always loved it. I've seen like little clips of it through the years, but this was the first time I had ever seen it all the way through, and I enjoyed it as much, like pretty much as much as the other two on this list. So in 3rd place is going to be Texas Chainsaw 3D. In 2nd place is going to be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. I love this. I love this movie. It came out the year I was born. It was the first one I ever saw out of the franchise. And I love gore factor, so that's the only reason that the new one was over this one. But yeah, I love this 2003 remake. Again, it felt like a really good return to form for me, and Arlie Ermey killed it in these two movies. Which I haven't seen anything else that he's done, so I can't really judge his acting. But he was really good in this one. This is the one that got me into this franchise, and really it probably should be at number 1, but I just enjoyed the newest one more. So in 2nd place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. In 1st place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2022. So the first time I ever saw this movie was with my now ex-girlfriend and a friend of ours. And I loved it even then. Back then, I wasn't a huge Leatherface fan. Even, I'm just now starting to become one. But, the only complaint that I have about this one is that it's only on Netflix. I think there's a Blu-ray out of it somewhere, but you can't find it on digital anywhere. But yeah, I love the sibling relationship in this one. I will always love seeing that. Um, the gore is amped way up. The action's pumping a lot more. And I love this one. So in first place is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. And there you have it. Over the course of 50 years, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise released 9 films. I'm hoping that they do more, honestly. But yeah, I love this franchise now that I've gotten to see it. And I will definitely look forward to any more releases. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.